Remember in April when we did a story on a San Francisco Chinatown family that got invited to the White House for its annual Easter egg roll? The Sze family was invited because they live in a cramped SRO, single-room occupancy building. These units can be found in low-income neighborhoods in San Francisco, especially in Chinatown. Well, our media partner, the San Francisco Standard, has done a series of reports on the plight of SRO families who often live in squalor for years. A different family, the Yu family, had been cramped into a single 100-square-foot room for 9 years, leaving the mother of four despondent.
我啲仔女咁辛苦，我覺得我自己做阿媽真係好失敗。
That was then, and this is now. The Standard is happy to report today in a new article the Yus have gotten their happy ending, although there's still much work left to be done. Joining us now, the Standard's reporter who's been following the Yu family, Han Lee. Han, good to see you again.
Hi, Kristen.
Hi, I want you to share the happy update with our viewers, right? The Yus, they've moved out of their tiny room?
Yes, so after 5 years of living in that extremely tiny room in Chinatown, the Yu family, a family of 6 people, finally moved out of that Chinatown room, and now they are living in a 4-bedroom apartment in Nob Hill, which is about 4 blocks away from where they used to live.
Wow, let's just look at this, okay? Let's keep this video here, and you tell us, did they invite you there shortly after their move, or was that moving day?
I think they spent about a month to move, slowly because, they have to take care of their kids. The mom has to work sometimes. So yeah, it took a while, and I joined them when they finished, 80% finished moving, and I walked from the Chinatown to their new place with them. So, I can tell the difference, the big difference between, a 100 square feet room and a 4-bedroom big, apartment.
100 square feet, that is like a third the size of a typical hotel room. Okay, I want to share what the mother told you.
咁你回顧過去9年喺美國嘅生活，其實有冇想像過有一日可以住喺一間4房嘅大？
我冇發夢都冇過，又唔諗過。邊度有分法？真係發夢都冇諗過。
Wow, she said, how could we dare to imagine? She seemed so emotional, and she said something about cooking for her kids too. What was that?
Yes, so when she was living in the SRO, the whole floor of the tenants have to share one kitchen, right? So the kitchen will always be occupied by other tenants. So when her kids are coming back from school and asking, can we have something to eat? The mom might not be able to cook something for them immediately because the kitchen might be occupied by other tenants.
Oh my gosh, and we're looking at video of their old place, the 100-square-foot SRO, the single room there. How did the kids' lives change? I mean, just looking at this, everybody cramped together. I don't even know, they have a high schooler where they would do their work. How did the kids' lives change?
Yeah, that's a really good question. Back in the 100 square feet single room, there's literally no privacy, right? Because you're living with all your family members in that single room. But now the kids, the teenage girls in high school, they have their own single room. All the room can just, they can decorate their room. They can have their own space right now, as teenage girls, right? So I believe they change a lot.
Wow. So what made this possible? Let's show their new place again because it's just so great to see them in it. But this was Section 8 and why did it take, I know they were on the wait list for so long.
Yeah, the reason why they can move to this place is they're receiving the Section 8 housing voucher from San Francisco Housing Authority, which will cover, their rent. They only need to pay 30% of their income, and the voucher will cover the remaining part, right? So that's why they can afford such a big 4-bedroom house, apartment in another neighborhood. And yes, a lot of low-income family, they've been waiting for years for the voucher to be granted. And also, I think for the Yu family, they also, have been waiting for different programs, and finally they get a voucher in late February.
So can I just ask you, obviously, you continue to report on this because they're not the only family in this situation. There are actually quite a number of them, right?
Yes, so according to some local coalition of SRO families, there are about 200 families still living in SROs in San Francisco. When we talk about families here, we mean there's a household with minors growing up in this household, right? Kids under age 18. So there's still 200 of them, and we believe the actual number should be much higher.
So I guess big picture, what needs to change then? After your reporting, has the city started to work on new policy?
Yeah, I mean, there's housing crisis in San Francisco for sure, right? But typically this low-income families living in SROs, they're considered housed, which means they're not homeless, and they might not be in a lot of, conversation or discussion when we're talking about housing crisis. But apparently they're not doing well, right? You can see from all those videos of their living situation. So of course there are new, I think, attention about them, and there are political pressure of, maybe there are some new housing projects, set aside housing units for this kind of low-income family who living in SROs.
Yeah, maybe. Definitely worth a lot of attention. And the Yu's family story is just amazing. To hear her go, I'm a failure as a mom, to now saying, yay, I can cook a meal properly for my kid. That's just so heartwarming. Han, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
And you can check out Han's story and more of the San Francisco Standard's other original reporting on their website, sfstandard.com. We'll be right back.